How to travel Bhutan and decide which tour to book. The objective: learn about choices of travel to and out of Bhutan. Find out how many days you need to see Bhutan. Learn how much your tour will cost, which operator to book with, and what kind of tour is best for you. Choices of travel to and out of Bhutan. Fly to and out of Bhutan. Enter and exit Bhutan overland. Fly in and exit Bhutan overland. Or enter overland and fly out. Fly to and out of Bhutan. Paro is the only international airport. If you plan on visiting only Bhutan on your trip, then fly to Paro either from Delhi, India or Bangkok, Thailand. You can also fly from Kathmandu or Kolkata and a couple other points, but Delhi and Bangkok are the key access points. If coming from East Coast of United States or Canada, fly to New Delhi overnight, then fly to Paro. Remember that you will have to overnight in Delhi, as flights to Paro are typically only early in the morning. The disadvantage is that flights to Paro are not daily. If coming from West Coast of United States or Canada, fly to Bangkok overnight, then fly to Paro. Remember that you will have to overnight in Bangkok, as flights to Paro are typically only early in the morning. The advantage is there are flights to Paro daily. If you plan to visit India on the way, then you can fly to Paro from Delhi, Kolkata, or Bagdogra in West Bengal. Why consider flying via Bagdogra? Your Bhutan tour operator can pick you up in Bagdogra, and you will enter Bhutan and Phuncholing in southwestern corner of the country. The advantage is that you can connect to Darjeeling and Sikkim or to and from Nepal. A disadvantage is that entering via Phuncholing adds a day to get to Paro, so you will need to spend more time in Bhutan. So you can, in summary, fly to Bagdogra, enter Bhutan at Phuncholing, and after the tour fly out of Paro, or fly to Paro and exit Bhutan and Phuncholing, then add a tour to Darjeeling, Sikkim, and elsewhere in India, or you can continue to Kathmandu in Nepal. But there is another choice, and that choice depends on what kind of tour in Bhutan you will take. You could fly to Guwahati in Assam, which is in northeastern India, and enter Bhutan overland at Samdrup Jonkar in southeastern corner of Bhutan, then fly out from Paro. But remember, this alternative only makes sense if you had to go to this part of India. 3 choices of seeing Bhutan. If you only have a week at most, then Western Bhutan is all you can see. 9 to 10 days will allow you to see Central Bhutan, the cradle of Bhutanese civilization. 13 to 14 days will allow you to see Eastern Bhutan. If you go all the way to Eastern Bhutan, then it makes less sense to backtrack to Paro. Instead, you can exit Bhutan at southeastern corner of the country to Assam, India, and fly out from Guwahati. Fly from Guwahati to Delhi or via Kolkata to Bangkok. Fly to and out of Bhutan. The advantage is it is convenient. The disadvantage is There will always be some backtracking necessary, which means the farther east you will go, the more days you will need to backtrack to Paro, and thus travel through places you will have already seen. And extra days mean added tour costs. Although we can vary the itinerary to some degree on your return journey. Fly in, exit Bhutan overland. The advantage is you can see all of Bhutan and there is no backtracking. The disadvantage is that you are needing to book a longer tour than you may want it to. However, there is a new option. There are some new Bhutan internal flights. There are now 2 new airports in Bhutan, one in Bumtang and Yonphula in the east near Trashigang, creating new possibilities how to travel in Bhutan. While travel time between Paro and Bumtang and Trashigang, the eastern part of Bhutan, are only some 30 minutes per flight each. The aircrafts are small and flights may not operate daily. Further, in terms of Bhutan internal flights, during rainy season it is best not to rely on the weather and thus not to tailor internal flights into your itinerary at all. Bottom line, availability of seats will be an issue, but if you wish to have us include internal flight in your itinerary, please book early. When to travel in Bhutan? Best time to travel is second half of March and April, then October until mid-November. But Bhutan is a year-round destination and you can entertain visiting any months of the year. How much will your tour cost? The current Bhutan daily all-inclusive rate is $250 per day. The rate includes your lodging, all meals, all transportation in your own vehicle with driver and your own guide, and all sightseeing. You do not need to spend more, but there is a catch. To pay at the $250 rate per day, there is a requirement of 3 people minimum having to travel together. You can book a set departure tour and join others, or form your own group of 3 or more and travel on dates you and your friends select. If you prefer private tour, your tour will still be quoted at the same rate of $250 all-inclusive rate per day, plus there will be a mandatory surcharge, $30 per person per day if only 2 will travel together, and $40 per day if you will travel alone. Which is better, group tour or private tour? The base rate for either tour is same, $250 per day. Private tour is more expensive on account of the surcharge, but private tour allows for the comforts and conveniences of traveling on your own, having the vehicle driver and a guide all to yourself. Which operator to book with? With the government-regulated tourism, it is not difficult to notice that basically all operators offer much the same sounding tours. Some 25,000 tourists visit Bhutan a year on tours booked by some 200 tour operators. Do they all share the pie equally then? No, they don't. Handful of operators get most of the business because there are differences among operators. Cheaper is not better because experience counts. Tour quality will be a result of the experience of the operator and their guides. Why book with Footloose Bhutan? We've got 20 years of experience being one of the first to get a license. Where at a glance our itinerary may look similar to other operators, We add unique touches like a meeting with government officials, authors, a dinner with dignitaries, a private prayer ceremony at a local family house or a temple, visiting school and a farmhouse. Why book Footloose tours? Father, we frequently go out and inspect quality of lodgings, which allow us to ensure that all of our tours are unsurpassed in quality. We will take you to authentic local restaurants wherever possible, not to tourist traps that all serve the same food. After we have chosen the restaurants, hotels, guest houses, and so on, we put them to the test by careful monitoring our customers' evaluation. This continual review process ensures that we act quickly if our high standards are not maintained by our suppliers. We believe when you compare quality and costs, we offer the best value for money for travel in Bhutan. We strive to offer exceptionally good value, but never cut corners or sacrifice quality to offer the lowest price tours. The satisfaction of our clients is very important to us. Our senior management meets with each guest to resolve any concerns and gain valuable feedback. These dynamic interactions help us to continually improve our service as new lessons are learned and ideas developed. We provide our clients the most reliable and most personalized service rather than a larger agency that will give you only a small amount of attention. We deliver what we promise and do not promise what we cannot deliver. This makes us a synonym for reliability. Yes, there are many Bhutan tour operators, but there are reasons why you may not want to book with them. Scores of Bhutanese tour operators can book your trip, but many are new to the travel business and most are relatively unfamiliar with their would-be clientele. And few offer the best highlights and the best accommodations. On our treks, we use only top-of-the-line tents and gear, all imported from the United States. Most operators, on the other hand, use Nepal imported tents, manufactured in Nepal or India. You can be confident that with Footloose, you receive the highest quality service in the industry. We aim at excellence in each aspect of your trip, in both the fundamentals and the small details. Our role is to ensure that our guests can witness the country's many fascinations and charms without being distracted by unnecessary hitches or avoidable discomforts. Booking directly with Bhutanese operators offering big discounts may save a few bucks, but it is a gamble. Even if you find a company that understands what you want and can provide those services, you will likely have pre-departure questions and won't be able to get on the phone with someone who can give you answers. Which tour should I select? First, decide on how many days you want to spend in Bhutan. Then whether you want to fly in and out or will consider travel in or out of Bhutan overland. If your primary objective is seeing a festival, then have a look at this year's festival schedule below. If your primary objective is needing to decide based on when you can travel, and you wish to have us customize a tour itinerary for you, then please click the Book Inquiry link below. We will custom design a private tour tailored to your preferences, and we will assist with your air ticketing to and from Bhutan. And we can also arrange your travel in any of the neighboring countries. Bottom line of booking with Footloose Bhutan is you get a tour you want for a price you can afford.